Okay, looks like we are live. Hopefully, you can all hear me. Hopefully, you can see me. And if you would be so kind as to drop that thumbs up emoji or say something so that I know you guys can hear me loud and clear, because I'm always worried when I do these streams that there's going to be some technical glitch and people will not be able to see or hear me. Hopefully, I'm audible. Hopefully, I'm visible. And let's get on with the live stream. Okay, so while we wait for people to join in and for things to kick off, what I want to do is just quickly tell you that I don't have a bone to pick with you. That's just the title of the live stream because I had a bone in my hand and I thought it would be punny. Because I'm all about them puns. Well, maybe not all that much, but I do like a good pun every now and then. I mean, who doesn't? What kind of monster doesn't like a good pun? Right, so I've got a few talking points here while we settle into the live stream. So if you're watching the replay, don't worry, you don't have to fast forward. It won't be me just talking to people on the live stream. I'll first talk about the few things I have written down, and then we can get on to answering questions, having a little bit of a chit chat, and basically party. All right, so good to see a few people in already. Great, great. Make sure that you guys smash that like button on the video as always, because it helps the YouTube algorithms share my videos and all that jazz. Okay, so I have a question for you, as I always do. But instead of asking you which part of the world you're tuning in from today, I want to ask you something else. What diet are you currently doing? Let me know in the comments, what diet are you following? Are you even following a diet? What's your lifestyle like? Does your lifestyle even have a name? Do you call it something? Anyway, I just want to know, because I always love to hear from you guys about what you guys do. I mean, so yeah, let me know. All right, so I don't know how many of you are new subscribers. I don't know how many of you are old subscribers, but earlier this year, I kind of shook things up a little bit on the channel, so to speak. And from May this year, I started a new schedule. So the schedule on the channel currently is Mondays, I upload keto recipes. Like I have always done, I've always made keto recipes. On Wednesday, I upload non-keto recipes. So I'm not currently on keto, as I think all of you know by now. So I upload recipes of food that I either really like or food that I'm currently eating on my own fitness journey. And then on Friday, I upload a vlog. So I've been tracking my personal weight loss journey using, well, I'm not doing keto basically, but what I'm doing in place of keto. And I've been blogging is writing, vlogging is the videoing. So I've been vlogging my journey, and I've been uploading a new episode of that vlog every Friday. And I like to call that vlog my unimpressive weight loss transformation. And if you saw the first episode, you know the reason I called it that is because on YouTube, if you look for weight loss transformation, you will find videos of people losing 300 pounds, 500 pounds, and incredible amounts of weight and making stunning transformations. And I can assure you, mine is not going to be impressive in comparison. And that's why I thought my unimpressive weight loss transformation would be a fitting title for that series. So, having said that, I've been uploading on this schedule now for 6 weeks. So that's 3 videos every week. And it's been 6 weeks now, like I said? Yeah, so 6 into 3 is 18. So there are 18 brand new videos on the channel. So now I have another question. How many of you have got the memo that this is the schedule? Like, I actually want your feedback, guys, because for me, your feedback is very important on this channel. Because I like to understand, are you enjoying the new videos? Are you hating the weight loss series, or are you loving the weight loss series? Are you enjoying the keto recipes, or are you not interested in them anymore? Do you like the non keto recipes, or do you just not watch them? What what do you feel? I don't want you to tell me about anybody else. How do you guys feel about all the new videos I've been uploading? Do you have any feedback that you want to share? What makes you watch the videos? The ball is in your court now. So, and while you are answering that question, I will go over some of your comments now and see if there are any questions that I can answer. Govind Rajendra, why you are leaving keto? You know, it's so funny. I could make a video every day saying that I'm leaving keto, but people will not know the answer because the videos don't reach everybody. So it's not why am I leaving keto. I left keto more than a year ago, and I made a video explaining why I left keto, but I'll very briefly go over the reasons with you in case you missed it. And go back and watch the detailed explanation if it interests you. The reason being very simply, I felt too restricted. I am a food lover, I am a chef, I am somebody who cooks for a living, and removing an entire food group like carbs from my diet is not working for me personally. I never did keto because keto gave me any health benefits. I simply did keto because it was a way to lose weight. And over the years, I have a different viewpoint today on diet and fitness and nutrition than I did, say, 5 years ago. There are obviously some things which have not changed, but most of the knowledge is self realization. Like, I realize what works for me and what doesn't. And I thought keto was my way to stay disciplined, but it was doing the opposite thing for me. In fact, because I was so strict on keto, when I left keto, I just, went nuts. And now that I'm not doing keto, I find myself not binging at all. Like, I'm so much more in control of what I eat. But again, that's just what works for me. Everybody is different, and what's working for me may not work for you. Maybe keto works for you, so and that's the thing. Like, I'm absolutely nowhere saying that don't do keto. Like, please don't mistake what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what's working for me. You know, right? Any more questions that are not the same question? Thank you all for the kind words. Wow, so many comments. Thank you guys. And I'm trust me, I'm going to be reading each and every one of these comments because I want to know what you guys are thinking. Right. Asma says bread roti is most difficult to make every day. So one of my first recipes that I put out in May was an almond flour keto tortilla. Now a tortilla is basically a roti, is basically a naan. It's basically a flatbread that can be used for anything. So whenever you have time, make a big batch of that keto roti and just put it in the freezer, and you can remove it every day and eat it, no problem. Okay, as much as yeah, okay, so right, Neil Baptist does not seem like somebody who you should put him in timeout. All right, thank you so much for all your feedback, guys. Where do you get Cara beef in India? Bangalore especially. Know any dealers who sell water buffalo meat? Nestrogen in Bombay, you get it at most butchers. In Bangalore also, in fact, I think you can go on to Swiggy or Dunzo and buy it as well. There's also a company which I use pretty often called freshpick.in. You can check them out as well. Make videos on low carb, high fat. That's literally what I've done for the last 4 years. That's keto. Low carb, high fat is keto. Thank you, Kerry Meadows. Hey, Trend Crusher. Good to see some familiar faces here. And thank you all once again for the kind words. I'm extremely grateful for all your support, guys. And remember, if you like Headbangers Kitchen and you want to support the channel, all you got to do is watch more Headbangers Kitchen videos. I think I now have almost 700 videos on the channel. I'm not sure. Asma Mahmood, what puddings can we make low calories, no sugar? Asma, please go to my website headbangerskitchen.com. I have a full dessert section. All of it is without sugar and low in calories. Can we see more of Mrs. Headbanger in the future? Absolutely, she features every week in my vlogs. She's there in so many of the non keto recipe videos, tasting the food. So, guys, like I said, I've got 18 new videos since March. Do check them out. You guys are missing a lot of stuff. Alright, Abdul says followed keto for I don't know, 7 months, lost weight from 69 to 52. I've become underweight. Kindly suggest me a customized keto diet. Abdul, oops. Abdul, I'm sorry, I don't do personal consultations or diet plans or anything, but I would strongly recommend that you hire a personal trainer or a nutritionist or a dietitian who can help you and guide you. Anshul Kapoor repeating, bro, are you increasing proteins? You're gaining fat and losing muscle? Question mark. I I'm eating sufficient protein and I'm losing weight. And the body fat meter also dropped. I'm also losing inches. I cannot so quickly guarantee that everything lost is fat, but in about 6 months' time, I will be able to give you a proper assessment. Squibble says, I'm pregnant now and have been told I am not allowed to do keto. I can't even go low carb according to dietitians and midwives have told me. Squibble, it's up to you whose information you want to follow. At the end of the day, I'm not a doctor or a dietitian, but if you are interested in pregnancy and keto, or if there are any other ladies here, first of all, I'll say don't ask men about pregnancy and keto. Like, we have no perspective. But I would say there's a YouTube channel called Keto Connect, which I'm sure all of you have heard about. So Keto Connect is a keto couple, Matt and Megha, and Megha has been pregnant and had her first child, and I think she was doing keto and she's pregnant again. So anything to do with pregnancy and keto, check out their channel, check out their videos. She will have better first hand information to share. That's all I can say. Again, to all those people asking me to personally help them, guys, I don't do personal consultation. I would just strongly recommend you hire a dietitian or a nutritionist to help you, because they are qualified to do it. They will charge you money to do it, and you will then actually follow what they give you. I don't have time to personally do things. I have to make more recipe videos. I have songs to write. I'm a musician. So I can't do personal training, and honestly, I'm not even interested in that. So just letting you guys know. Whew. When do we sing happy birthday to you? The birthday got over, but thank you, Peter, and thank you to everyone who wished me. I am very grateful. Alright, what other questions do we have? Best breads to make ahead and freeze before cooking. It works for all the bread recipes that I have. They all freeze fairly well. Thank you, Ken, for ordering my book. Really appreciate it. Do you use any kind of IF schedule? So I used to do a lot of intermittent fasting. I used to do 16-8 most of the time. I have done 20 and 4 as well, but right now I'm just happier eating breakfast. But like, I do have a few hacks. Like, some days if I've eaten, say, too much food the previous day, I'll eat only like fruit for breakfast, which is fairly low in calories, like, a bowl of watermelon or something like that. But yeah, I've stopped doing IF, to be very honest. But I find IF to be a great, like I said, it's a great tool for me personally also. So I can some days skip breakfast. It's not like I've never done that after stopping, but I don't do it religiously like I used to. Do you recommend your body fat monitor? Heard they aren't that accurate. Yeah, so this is a great question, and I'll spend a minute just talking about body fat monitors. So you get many different kind of body fat monitors. You get scales which also have it attached. Now look, these are not ac- like they're not 100% accurate. They might have a fairly large margin for error. But if you are overweight and you're looking to measure your progress, even if say the body fat meter is 5% off, you will see the percentage drop. So like if for example say your body fat is 25%, but the monitor shows 30%, when you drop 5% on the monitor, it will also drop 5%. It may be wrong, it may be inaccurate, but it's still showing you that you're making that progress. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying one. um, I don't regret buying it. Like, it wasn't that expensive or anything. Hey Aditya, good to see you here. Thank you once again for the birthday wishes. And yes, all the sandwiches were insane. Oh god, this Neil Baptist fellow is back. I'm gonna have to block him here. This is too much spamming. Okay, any more questions? No drama, grammar. Thank you so much. And like I said, keto still works for so many things, like especially those of you who have blood sugar issues and diabetes type 2, especially. Like, you got to do what works, guys. Amanda, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Good morning, Kathleen. Good to see you here. Thank you, Adam. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm looking here, is because your comments are here on the screen. Thank you all for the kind words. More keto Indian recipes. Yes, I am working on them. They are coming up, promise. All right. Purnedu Roy, are refeed days important on keto? So here's the thing. I think 90% of people who talk about refeed days are just looking for an excuse to eat carbs. So whenever anyone asks me, I think refeed days are not required unless you're a professional level athlete who has a plan that requires a refeed day for a particular reason. Probably best to avoid it. How are you enjoying your new home? I'm loving it. Really enjoying my time in the new house. But it still feels a bit surreal. Like, I still feel like I'm on some long vacation living in an Airbnb. So yeah. Wilson is eating my keto chicken salad right now. That's awesome, Wilson. All right. More questions if there are any. How long have you been on keto? Asked Cherry. Cherry, I've actually been on and off keto for a period of 4 years, but I have been off keto for the last year and then some. Fiva Consulting. Could you post more keto Indian snack recipes? Hopefully vegetarian. So I'll be honest. I have always been honest, I guess. So, well, vegetarian, yes. If there are some interesting snacks that I like to eat, I will definitely make a video for sure. Hey Harsh, good to see you here. Yes, and don't care what about no retakes in the live stream. Does keto cause high cholesterol because of high fat? No, but your cholesterol is determined by many other factors that are not. So, the cholesterol you eat is not really what determines you having high cholesterol. There's a lot of new research on cholesterol. I would recommend that you look it up. Someone commented that you may want to go paleo. No, to me, paleo is an unscientific diet. Like keto, There's a science behind it. You are literally changing your metabolic state. Low carb also has a thought process, a science behind it. Paleo to me is just a, sorry, I'm very sorry to anyone who does paleo, but sorry, but paleo just seems like a hogwash. Like it's just like the this is what our paleolithic ancestors eat, and then there's so many things in the paleo diet that just don't make sense. So no, paleo, just, I'm sorry, not for me. I mean, if it works for you, absolutely go ahead and do paleo, but for me it's nope. Would you consider Indian food in the instant pot? I will be doing some recipes, yes, don't worry, it's coming up. How do you come up with ideas, inspiration for your recipes? So a lot of times it's just what I want to eat, and I'm like, I'm making this, so let's do a recipe video. Sometimes I'm like watching a show and I'll see a dish being made and I'm like, I want to recreate that, or I want to do a keto version of that. So it's just watching a lot more videos, really. Yes, more instant pot recipes are coming your way, guys. You're coming your way. Can you please do a video on keto exit plan and talk about common pitfalls? Already done. Check out my Keto 101 series. Does keto work if your protein count is more than your fat content? Yes, it still works. Actually, the question is, what do you mean does it work? Does it mean will you stay in ketosis? Yes, you will stay in ketosis because ketosis is by the absence of carbs, not the presence of fat. So keep that in mind. Uh, what do you personally drink during the day? Black coffee with stevia and water. That's it. Alright, somebody asked about my music. Here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my link. Unfortunately, we don't have CDs anymore. We only sell digital copies. If you want to buy my music, I'm sharing the link now. This is my solo material and this is my band's material. You can listen to all the music before you buy it. If you like it, you can grab a copy. Actually, all the older albums have been put up for free now because of COVID, and I know a lot of people are having a tough time financially. So if you want to download the music for free, you can just put $0 and download it. It's also on all streaming services. Enjoy. Alright. Sir, by the way, is losing 6 kilos on the first month of keto really nice development? Because I do no exercise and sleep a lot. I still lost weight. Harsh, it depends on your goals, but honestly, it is definitely fine to lose 6 kilos, especially if you're very overweight. But the thing is, here's what I'm going to tell you, Harsh, and this is the mistake I made. I also, like you, did not like to exercise. So I lost weight on keto, but I just look like a dehydrated grape. Like if I was a grape earlier, I became a dehydrated grape. And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, same hi to hai, but it's just smaller. So I was like, I realized what's more important is starting some exercise, because you can sleep for as long as you want, but just do 30 minutes of walking every day just to keep your heart pumping. Also try and do weight training if you can find the motivation, because you don't want to only lose weight as a number, because you can lose water weight, you can lose fat, you can lose muscle also, and you don't want to do that. You want to lose mostly body fat. So for now what you're doing is good, but just keep this in mind. Hey Cherry, thank you for becoming a Headbangers Kitchen fan and signing up for the YouTube membership. Horns up to you. I really do appreciate the support. A raisin, yes, a raisin. Yes, I mean a raisin. What animal did that big bone come from? It came from a water buffalo, which is legal in my city. I missed out on the apron. Will there be another run of those? If there are enough people who want to buy the apron, I will definitely do a second print run for you. Yes. How can I make vegetarian keto easier? I'm a mother of two young babies. Look, I will tell all vegetarians this. I will ask them actually, why are you doing keto? The issue with being vegetarian, and if you are an Indian vegetarian who says I don't eat eggs, then I will double this question. But if you're just vegetarian and you eat eggs, cheese, paneer, you can manage. But again, the thing is, removed if you've already removed a food group like meat completely from your diet, why are you doing keto? Like, what are you looking to achieve with keto? Because I think, like, you need to think of these things actually. Like, don't just go by marketing, and seeing like, oh, this person lost so much weight on keto, so I must do it. you know like I said, even if you're doing keto, you don't want to just lose weight, you want to lose fat. Remember, the key is you want to lose fat. You're not going to become a bodybuilder. You're not going to get those big bulging biceps, but you want to maintain as much muscle as you can and burn through the fat. Is keto bad for health if done more than 45 to 60 days? Nope, there are people doing keto for life. See, any well-rounded diet is good for you. So if you're doing keto, for example, if you're going to eat all different kinds of foods, vegetables, meat, fish, eggs, you'll be fine. You're getting different nutrition profile, like different nutrient profiles from various foods. If you're doing carnivore, for example, if you're just eating beef steak, I assure you that's going to be a problem someday. But if you eat heart, liver, kidney, and you eat the whole animal, makes a world of difference, because you're getting different nutrient profiles from different parts. Similarly, if you're vegan, you need to eat a well-rounded diet. So that's the thing. Whatever diet you're doing, the one that you can sustain, the one that you enjoy doing, and the one that provides you a wide variety of foods to give you all the micronutrients you need, that is a good diet. And this can be achieved with any diet, almost. Like if you look at, say for example, vegan, there are many vegans who are doing extremely well. Why? Because they have a well-rounded vegan diet. And then there are people who get sick on the vegan diet because they are not getting the right nutrition, because they're just eating junk or rubbish. Similarly with keto, if you're doing keto and you're just eating the burger patties from a McDonald's burger and keto protein, like those keto like those all those fake keto products that are made now, like, yeah, you're going to feel sick on keto because you're eating junk again. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, just eat a well balanced diet. All right, lots of questions. I hope I'm not missing out too many of them. Do you use sugar substitute like erythritol? Well, that depends. So since I've been off keto, I still use stevia in my coffee. If I make keto desserts for the channel, I eat them. They have erythritol or stevia. But otherwise, I eat normal sugar. Like if I'm eating dessert, I want it with actual sugar. Cherry. Yes, so this does happen in the initial days of keto till you get fat adapted, because and I felt this personally as well. My workouts, like I feel like I have more energy, like especially when I used to play the drums. When I was on keto, my drumming would not be fun. I would feel very tired. But with carbs, I feel like great playing the drums. But having said that, there are people like Goody Beats, Jason Wittrock, Keto Savage, who are all bodybuilders and they do intense workouts in the gym. But they've been on keto for like years now. So I think they are fat adapted. They have understood and built their strength with keto. So, maybe see if they have some videos or tips on training and keto. Manitoba Goat says, I love the show, starting to like your music. Do you fast ever? I used to fast. I've done alternate day fasting, intermittent fasting, and I have videos on these as well. You can check them out on the channel. But honestly, I am no longer a fan of fasting unless like I need to maintain a calorie deficit. Abhinav wants to know, was I able to do keto cause I cook well, or did I want to do keto and then no, I've been cooking since I was 11 years old. Uh, you know, I've been cooking since I was a kid. I always loved cooking, and I actually wanted to be a chef. So I actually started this YouTube channel in 2011, way before keto was even a thing, before I had even heard of keto. And in 2016, I got into keto, and that's when I started doing keto recipes on the channel. But I was already making cooking videos and cooking before that. My downfall is alcohol. Well, look, if you want to lose weight, alcohol is never your friend. It's very high calorie. It's no nutrition. You can definitely lose weight drinking alcohol, but you're gonna have to compromise too much somewhere else. Hey everyone, what's up? Good to see you all here. I'm losing a bit of track of the questions. Sorry, guys. I haven't spoken this much in a long time, and I've only been on the live stream for like half an hour, which is quite crazy. I wonder if I'll be able to survive a full hour of talking. Whew, I am not used to talking this much. Oh well. So, I have another question for you. What's for dinner today? Let me know. Want to listen some Hindi in this live stream? Vaibhav Joshi, you've come to the wrong channel. I don't speak Hindi. And I speak Hindi even less when people ask me to speak Hindi. Steven, you are doing great. Weight loss is not a race, it's not a competition. What they say is ideally you should not be losing more than 1% of your body weight per week. So I think you are doing just fine. You look high, question mark. I think you're high because you're... Are you asking me or are you telling me? How can I answer if I look high? I'm just trying to be relaxed and not shout on camera. A bulletproof coffee should help you through the live stream. No bulletproof coffee for me. I've had 3 bulletproof coffees in my keto career, so to speak. I never liked it. I don't, like, I used to drink coffee with milk, and then I started drinking black coffee with just sugar, and then I finally got onto coffee with stevia. Sorry, Vaibhav. I generally look, the problem is. So, guys, I want to just say something. Sometimes, if you guys ask me for things, I may be a bit rude or a bit curt about it. And the reason is often because what you might be asking, you might not be asking it with like the wrong intention or a bad intention. But normally, I always get people giving me the same comments with very bad intent. So, like, for example, Vaibhav just asked me to speak in Hindi. Now, he was just saying for fun, but he doesn't know like how many entitled people will comment and say, make a video in Hindi. How can you live in India and not speak in Hindi? And these things really they aggravate me, because again, if any of you have been following for a long time, you know my political views and my views on a lot of life things. So I don't take very kindly to people who like to push these agendas on me. So I like to just tell them to go away. And sometimes it's just somebody very nicely asking, they don't really mean anything bad by it. So it's your intent is not always communicated in, especially like this, like on a chat, all I see is text. If somebody says, like, for example, there's a big issue with my channel and beef. Now I have an audience that is from all over the world. So if I say water buffalo on my channel, everybody will be like, what is that? Where do I buy it? How does it taste? And it's exactly like beef. And I grew up calling water buffalo and bull beef. So I just say beef. I'm not going to change what I say because some Indians get offended at the word beef. Like, so I have a low threshold for bullshit. So that is why I snap sometimes when, like, you may not even mean it to be rude, or like you're not trying to instigate me. So yeah, just letting you guys know, like, if I do, I'm sorry in advance. I'm not, like, that's not my intent. But like, just understand, because I get bombarded with these things quite often in a very negative way. So just no offense meant. Whew. Does any one of you want to talk for a little while I rest my throat? I do have some water though. By the way, guys, this is officially the first live stream that I'm doing from my new house. Sachin, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the recipes. Heather, awesome. I'm really glad. Minestrone soup keto. Yes, that is supposed to be in my list. All right. Vignesh is asking, how did you start with cooking? Who was your inspiration? Also, how do you come up with these recipes? I started cooking because I was a fussy eater. I don't like spicy food, so I always wanted to make food my own way. So I just started cooking when I was like 11 or 12, and I did it because I love to eat. And so I wanted to be a chef, and I guess inspiration. So at that time, we had a live-in maid when we were kids. She was a big inspiration to my cooking. My grandfather was an amazing cook, and my grandmother too. So I guess my mom also. So the whole family, I guess, inspired my cooking. And then, of course, I got into following different chefs and, watching videos and all that. So yeah. Hey, thank you guys. How is the new apartment? It's great. I'm already in the new apartment since like 15 days now. Can you start a PO box? Yes, I'm going to go and check if the Indian PO box works. The problem, guys, with the PO box is, in India, they want to just screw you over for everything. I got sent a box of chocolates to try, and they wanted to charge me $100 in duty. I told them to send the parcel back. That's the only reason I tell people don't send me stuff, is because the customs will constantly harass me for money. Like, I remember once, and the funniest, I'll tell you this funny story. So I am a heavy metal music fan, and again, you don't get a lot of heavy metal original CDs in India because there are no music stores here. So I ordered some CDs. I went to the customs because they sent me a letter saying your parcel has been stopped. And the lady just kind of like said, what do you want to do? So I said, I'll pay or whatever. And she gave me a number on the calculator, which I found out later was a bribe I paid her. Had I not paid her that money, I would have actually ended up paying double in fines. So India has not updated a lot of these rules of getting, like, buying stuff and having it shipped to you. So it's nuts. And duty is like 40%. I remember, like, these guys have opened my parcel and torn box sets and all because they don't know how to open the CDs. It's so stressful. So that's why I just like that's also why a lot of American brands, when they're like, yeah, we can send you stuff to India, I'm like, just don't send it. They'll just give me a headache for it. Yeah, so that's the reason I don't have a PO box. But you know what? I will look into it and I'll see if I can set up one. How much do you leave the house? Never done indoor walks myself. I never leave the house. If I don't need to leave the house, I won't leave it. Thank you all for all these lovely comments. I'm very sorry that I can't answer every single one of them. How much do you make from heavy metal music? Zero. In 22 years, I think I took home 6,000 rupees as profit from one concert that I organized, not even the music. So the thing with being a musician is every so it's not like we don't make money, so to speak. So like if the album makes some money, it goes back into the next album. So for example, say I spent 10,000 rupees on my first album recording, and say I earned back 15,000 rupees. That 15,000 rupees will go into the next album, where we will get better studio, better artwork, so that full 15,000 will get used. Next album we might earn 20,000. Then that 20,000 will all go back. Then if we have to go do a show in Europe or something, again we put money for that. So music actually makes me no money. Zero. Big zeros. Just curious, who's your favorite chef? I don't have a favorite, but I like Gordon Ramsay, Nigella Lawson, Heston Blumenthal, all these guys from MasterChef Australia. There's so many, like, uh, I love the YouTube celebrity chefs, Joshua Wiseman, Chef John from foodwishes.com, Binging with Babish. So many amazing chefs. Who's your favorite guitarist? Too many to mention. How do you earn your bread and butter? This, guys, that's why I tell you, watch my videos. Please watch my videos. Even if you're not going to make the recipe, watch the video, go to my blog, get the recipes from there. I make money through this. If you stop watching my videos, I will be kadka, which means broke. So I make money on YouTube through these videos. I make money on my blog. So when you go to read the written recipe, through that you will see ads on the website. That's how I make money. When you click on the link on my website, so suppose you are making my keto naan and you click on the psyllium husk link and it takes you to Amazon and you buy the psyllium husk, I make a commission on that. So these are all the, like if you buy a t-shirt of Headbangers Kitchen, I make some money on that. So all these little things, they add up, and that's how I make money. Also now YouTube has a membership where you can pay a monthly amount to support a channel you like. There's also super chat. So if, like for example, we are doing this live stream, suppose you want to just donate money to support Headbangers Kitchen, there's a super chat feature here. I also have a Patreon where I give people early access to the videos and stuff. So like all these things are how I make my bread and butter. And my wife also has a job which actually helps. Are you watching this year's MasterChef Australia? Yes. Roshan Desai, good thing that you caught it. A zero. Sorry about that. What happened to demonic resurrection? You could say we're on hiatus. Because of the pandemic, we can't do any shows, so there's no point in even doing anything till 2023 because of the uncertainty in the world and in India especially. So, done. How much time do you spend a week creating content for YouTube and creating music? So, my music has gone on the back burner quite a bit because now I have to pay rent here. So, I'm actually working 24/7 on the channel, and oh shoot, something happened. Guys, don't worry, I'm still here, but my camera has done something. Okay, so you can hear me, but you probably can't see me. Am I right? Come on, camera. Did my camera just die? Okay, guys, hang on for a second. Hey guys, can you hear me? Okay, so I'm really sorry that my camera has absolutely died. So I think I'm going to have to end this live stream a little earlier than I wanted. But I just want to say thank you all so much for being on this live stream. I will, if you guys want me to do more of these live streams, let me know. I'll set up one day every month. And we can do this live stream, because there are a lot of questions here. And thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And tomorrow you will get a brand new keto recipe. Wednesday will be a non-keto recipe, and Friday will be my vlog. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow on a brand new episode of Headbangers Kitchen. And once again, I can't say thank you enough. I can talk if you guys just want to hear me. If you don't mind looking at, wait, let me see if I can, maybe I can put a picture of myself or something like that. Let me just see if I can add a, oh, this is hilarious. Let me just see. Yeah, okay. This is going to be the most hilarious live stream ever. Absolutely nailed it. How good is that, ladies and gentlemen? How good is that? There it is. Oops, that actually doesn't look so good. I need to take out the HK logo. Yeah. Okay, I think that's cool. Okay, so we can still talk. Okay, so welcome to my talk show. This is like a podcast now. Amazing. Okay, great guys. So what do you guys want to talk about now? I can read all your comments. Yeah, this is like a podcast, but that's the beauty of it, right? You just got to improvise and make things work for you. Yeah, it's a podcast. Horns up and welcome to the Headbangers Kitchen podcast. My name is Sahil. I'm a death metal musician, and I'm also the author of a recipe book called Keto Life, out now worldwide. Hello, Darlene. I can see that Darlene is a member of Headbangers Kitchen. Thank you, Darlene, for supporting Headbangers Kitchen. I really do appreciate it. I can also see some of our regulars here in the audience. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to Veronica, to Kathleen. I remember you guys. You all comment on all the videos. Hey Divyanshu, need new t-shirts. We got more merchandise coming up. Make sure you catch the whole new line of Headbangers Kitchen merchandise coming soon to a store near you. Well, actually, I lied about that. We ain't coming to a store near you. We're coming to the internet. So guys, below each video on YouTube, you should actually be able to see a merchandise shelf where you will see a couple of designs of Headbangers Kitchen merchandise. Just click on those and enjoy. Alright, we got our next question from Prashant Vidyasagar. How did your birthday go? Hey, thank you Prashant. Good to have you here on Headbangers Kitchen. So my birthday was great. I had my parents and my brother over, and I don't know why I got an American accent, or maybe this is some kind of accent between American and Indian. I don't know where I'm going with this. But I remember listening to KC radio when I was a kid, and there were a lot of radio jockeys who sounded like this. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is my birthday was good. I had a good birthday. My parents and my brother came over and we ordered lots of good food, and then later in the night Dipti and I binge watched this show on Amazon Prime called The Boys. Alright, Priyanshu Sharma has a music question, and I'll say straight up that bands in India are not profitable. All of them are still struggling to break even. When you talk about bands like Local Train, they are not really rock or metal, they are actually Hindi and they do a more commercial. When I say commercial, I just mean something that's got a bigger market really than, say, something that is more extreme in nature. Straightforward. Hey, how you doing? Don't worry if you missed the beginning of the video, you can always watch the replay. But my birthday was yesterday, the 19th of June, and yeah. Alright, so Blue Dove asks if it makes a difference in money if we watch the ads on your videos or if we skip them. So I don't know, this is actually, it's not very clear, but as far as I understand it, I think if you watch, if it's a skippable ad, I think once you hit this, I don't think, you know what, I wouldn't want you to sit through an additional ad anyway. So you know what, as long as you watch the videos, it's fine. You do not need to sit through the entire ad. If you want to skip an ad, it's fine. You know, I wouldn't even ask that of you, and I'm not sure it would make that big a difference from an individual standpoint. So you know, just that, it's cool. Does your wife have a YouTube channel? Hey Zach, my wife would not have a YouTube channel if you paid her. She doesn't like the camera, and I don't think she has any intentions of being a YouTuber. Hey Prashant, I'll have a look into that. We'll try and get the Horns Up t-shirt back in stock in the India shop. But for those who are not in India, the Horns Up t-shirt is in stock. It's on our USA and global store. Banashri, thank you so much for the birthday wishes, and thank you to everyone else who wished me as well. You are all amazing. Simone, love the boys. Yes, that is a fantastic show. And yeah, definitely, if you haven't watched the boys, watch the boys. Straightforward, belated happy birthday to your husband and your brother, and to anyone else who was born, you know, around the same time as all of us. Belated happy birthday to you, or happy birthday in advance. In fact, you know what, it doesn't matter when in the year your birthday is, since I may not be able to wish you then. Happy birthday to everybody, no matter when your birthday is this year. Either belated happy birthday to you or happy birthday in advance to you guys, since I may not be able to wish you on your birthday itself. Just know that my best wishes are with you. Alright, now it's time for a word from our sponsors. And that is no one, because this show has no sponsors. Yes, you're listening to Headbangers Kitchen Podcast uninterrupted on YouTube Live, where we have no agenda and we just jibber jabber. Unless somebody asks a question, in which case I answer it. Alright, Kathleen has a question for us, actually for me, not for you, because I'm the one who wrote the cookbook, and she's asked if I'm going to do another cookbook. So Kathleen, I was hoping to hold out and do another cookbook when I found a good publisher, and I would do a dedicated Indian keto recipe cookbook. However, it seems that might not be possible right now, but I am looking at doing my first ebook. I'm hoping to do 2 ebooks this year, maybe one with 3 ingredient keto recipes and another one with 5 ingredient keto recipes. If you guys are down for an ebook, please let me know. And if those 2 ebooks sell well, I will do the Indian keto recipe book. Because see, that book, that has to be the biggest book of my career. I need that book because that's the book. You know what I'm saying? Like every band has a hit song. That book has to be my hit book. Astik Ved has got it right. Yes, Aloo Gobi becomes Gobi Gobi, of course. Worst question a journalist asked you. I have been asked tons of terrible questions, but I think I've erased them from my memory because I've been asked some bad questions, but nothing is more bad than the boring questions. The same questions. How did the band form? How did you guys come together? How would you describe your music? The most boring questions that get repeated and asked again and again and again. Sahil, have you ever listened to music on the rocks that used to air back in the days? Yes, I have listened to it. Have you had your corona jabs yet? I've had my first dose of the vaccine and I'm waiting to have my second dose. My wife has done the same, my brother has done the same. But our parents have got both their doses of the vaccine, so that's a relief, and we're looking forward to getting our second jab. Please publish a vegetarian cookbook too. Divyanshu, I can safely say that it's unlikely I will ever do a vegetarian recipe only book. Actually, you know what? Never say never. But I will have a big disclaimer at the start of the book because I have big problems with vegetarians and vegetarianism in India. And some of you know why, but I'm not going to get into that because this is not the political podcast. This is not the podcast about ethics and stuff. This is just the Headbangers Kitchen Jibber Jabber podcast. Wow, lots of metal questions today because I think a lot of young metalheads have shown up for this live stream. Music or cooking? Music any day, but then I might die starving. I wouldn't want that. What's your favorite food? You know, every year that answer changes. But I think Bangkok brown duck rice is one of my top dishes of all time. A good steak and some French fries. Triple cooked chips. Oh my god. Triple cooked chips with a juicy sirloin steak. I'm in heaven. What else? A sandwich. A good pastrami sandwich. Oh yeah. I want to hear your thoughts on Anthony Bourdain. I think he was amazing. He was an incredible personality. And I loved watching his shows and his entire thought process on a lot of things was amazing, and I enjoyed reading his book Kitchen Confidential as well. It's a big loss to the culinary world, when he passed away. Awesome, Simone. I'm glad you're getting your second jab tomorrow. Horns up. Hi, I'm Dr. Crane. I'm Dr. Fraser Crane, and I'm listening. Yes, we have had technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm so grateful that some of you have decided to stay back and actually listen to me talk. And I think it's absolutely incredible. I never thought people would actually listen to me talk about. Well, I am talking about things, but yep. I mean, it's strange how life sort of deviates from what you thought you wanted and what you hoped you would have at a certain age. And you know what? I'm still so grateful and so happy to be where I am today. And I really want to say thank you to all of you for watching my channel and listening to my music and just being the reason I can exist and do what I do today. Hey Viv, thank you so much for that super chat. I am eternally grateful. Thank you for the birthday wishes as well. I'm glad that the mic sounds awesome. And Bourdain eating vada pav and asking for another one will always be your favorite Bourdain moment. I think I've missed that. I really need to look that up on YouTube and watch that. Watch that. Mike, congratulations. You've had both your jabs as well. Awesome. Can you talk about mental health? How do you keep yourself sane in these times or hard times? All right, that's a loaded question because so I think how I make peace with most of what I go through is I realize that life has a lot of ups and downs, and you can never constantly be in a state of up. Sometimes you have to come crashing down to know what the up feels like. I think just being kind to yourself in the pandemic is important, especially like if you're just not feeling like, maybe dieting or working out. Don't beat yourself up about that, because I think the more stress you put on those things, the more you tend to do the opposite. Like if you just said, you know what, chuck it, it's the pandemic, I'm just going to sit, eat whatever I want and relax, you'll probably not go crazy, as opposed to if you like, okay, I'm going to try to diet this week. By the end of the week, you've gone off the diet, you've eaten 5,000 calories and you've put on more weight than you would have had you not started the diet at all. So I think it's important to kind of just be kind to yourself. And also, I don't know, but I personally find playing guitar very therapeutic. Maybe some of you have some hobbies that you can immerse yourself into, which kind of gives you that mental peace. I think walking in the house and just listening to music is very relaxing for me. And don't ever hesitate to talk to people and to ask for help. It's okay. You don't have to be a superhero all day every day. Like for me personally, I do have a lot of downtime because I have a career. Like being a YouTube channel, my entire career, my earnings, everything is dictated by number of views, and number of views correlates with number of subscribers. And every day looking at a graph and seeing, shit, are my views dropping today? Why are they dropping today? Why has my audience changed? Why are less people watching my video? That really weighs on my mental health. But how do I make peace with it? Is all I got to do is tell myself, look, I'm at a position where I can do something I love, and I've reached a point where I can rent a house, and there are people who can't afford food. So I'm so privileged and lucky. I just use that gratitude to kind of give myself a boost to realize how lucky I am. I think that's what kind of helps me get through the tough times. What other interests do I have other than music and food? Um, I won't say I have an interest in anything that is. I actually, that's pretty much it. My world revolves around music and food. I mean, I do enjoy movies and TV shows, but like, if tomorrow you removed my Netflix connection and I didn't watch another show, I couldn't care less. If I don't see another movie, will my life be any worse off? Probably not. So yeah. And I think food and music is also something me and Dipti have, kind of connected on, because she loves heavy metal music as well. She was the deputy editor of Rolling Stone magazine in India. She was the deputy editor at Rock Street Journal, another music magazine. So we bonded over music and our love for food as well. Does India celebrate Father's Day today like in the US? Actually, yes, quite a bit, but probably not in most parts of India. So, you see in the metro cities and between, say, the middle class people and the richer people, there will be a lot of festivals like Halloween and Father's Day, Mother's Day will get celebrated a lot more like in the Western world. But like for the average Indian who's living in the villages and all, they don't give a shit about any of this. They don't celebrate any of this. They probably have got 1,000 other religious festivals that we've never heard of, even in the cities. So it's a very stark contrast actually. Like, would you believe that there are people in India who throw Halloween parties? Like, nobody goes trick or treating really, but there'll be Halloween parties all across the people who live in high rise buildings, and who are slightly well to do, and are more in tune with American and Western culture. So it's all there. Like, there's so many different versions of what India actually is. Veronica, very glad to hear that, and I'm so glad to see that keto has helped you. So yeah, that's fabulous. Have you thought about doing a podcast? I've thought about it, but I've honestly done too many things already, so a podcast would just, I don't have the bandwidth to do it. And the thing is, I'm still doing everything more or less on my own now. When I started these new series of videos in May this year, when I'm doing 3 videos a week, I did outsource my editing of my recipe videos and the photography color correction work to somebody else, but I'm still doing everything else: social media, blog posts, recipes, photography. So it's a lot of work for me, and I don't think I would do justice to a podcast if I took one on. Also, honestly, I don't know what I'd even talk about. Yes, even Thanksgiving dinner is a thing in India now. I mean, you guys know I bought a turkey for $100. Hi, Texas Gina, good to see you here. Good to see so many of you here. Okay, guys, I gotta be honest with you. My throat is not going to survive much longer, so I'd like to take any final questions if there are any, and then I will bid you all farewell because it is going to be. It's about what 10:30 p.m. now in the night here in Bombay City, so I will probably go to bed. Who do you have in the NBA finals? I don't think I've watched the NBA since 1999 or something when. So I used to watch the NBA when Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were part of the Chicago Bulls. Unless that question was not for me. Yes, I'm definitely going to get some rest and hopefully this week I'll be shooting a few more videos. Um, I'm 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 working on some stuff. Also, yeah, the thing is, I should have warmed up my voice and I should have probably practiced a little bit more. But you know what? By doing more and more of these live streams every week, hopefully I'll get used to it. So I've got a couple of sandwich recipes coming up. I've got some epic keto recipes coming up. Let me just say, epic keto recipes coming up. And as always, Friday nights will be the vlog series. If you haven't seen the recent vlogs, do check them out. Alright, folks, I think that's been enough jibber jabber from me. Thank you all so much. And yeah, y'all all have a good day or a good night, depending on which part of the world you're in. Anyway, that's enough jabber jabber jibber jabber jabber. Anyway, that's enough jibber jabber from me. I will see you tomorrow at the same time on a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking.